DK Metcalf Jalen Ramsey. Oh, Ramsey wanted him bad. DK was having his way against their zones. And when he ran away to the other side of the field, Jalen was like, come on, bro. Stay over here and play ball.
So, training camp is right around the corner, and these two used to be rivals, but now they're on the same team, the Pittsburgh Steelers. And we're going to get to see this battle every day in training camp in July to August. And I thought it was only best to give you a sneak preview of what we're going to witness in Latrobe. So, this breakdown, it was done by Brian Baldwinger. Baldy NFL is his handle on X. Go ahead and check him out. He always does a great job breaking down NFL players and film. And also make sure you subscribe to this channel for more coverage of everything Pittsburgh Steelers football. And also, make sure you turn notifications for this channel so you never miss out on any of the sneak previews into Steelers practice that you can't find anywhere else but on this channel. So stay tuned, and now let's get back to the video.
Every time DK Metcalf and Jalen Ramsey get together on a football field, there's going to be some matchups, there's going to be some fun. There was a bunch of third down throws going to Metcalf, and they just didn't connect on a lot. They did connect on this one here. I wouldn't say this is man coverage, but they're going to curl right inside Jaylen on this 3rd and 9 and pick up 12 yards right here. Nice little stop route right there by Metcalf. Picks up the first down. One of the few that they got. There was this one here. I mean, Jaylen just has great belief in his ability to play the ball in the air, and that's what he does right here. I mean, he reads the route perfect. They're going to go deep to him. He's going to try and cut it off, and Metcalf is going to extend it by the throw, but just the vertical leap and the hang right there on that 3rd and 6 gets just enough of it. Deflect it. Punt team, get ready. You watch him right down here, and I don't know if this is a scramble drill, what this is exactly. There's a button hook right here, and then he's going to go when he sees Russell kind of starting to move, and he gets grabbed. And so they throw the flag, rightfully so. Defensive pass interference on Ramsey. Kind of a nasty collision right there with Eskridge. All right, they got the first down. Here we go. 3rd and 14. All right, this is what you want right here. Like maybe Jalen's got a scout report on Russell that some of us don't know, but it sure looks like he's prepared to maybe get beat deep here, but he sees the ball. And maybe he just knows it's hanging. Got too much helium in it, but Metcalf gets behind him, but Ramsey makes the play. Like maybe just a scout report is with that finger of Russell, he just can't get it past 50 yards down the field. I don't know. But he sure made the play in the air when he had to. Then you get this right here. At the very end of the game, the final 2 minutes, one more shot to Metcalf here. And then you just put that foot in the ground. When Metcalf stops, you stop. When he breaks, you break. Incomplete pass. I'd say Jaylen got the best of that matchup. The Rams keep winning, and their stars showed up big time last. AD.
Let's go back to 2022, Week 13. DK Metcalf, Jalen Ramsey. Oh, Ramsey wanted him bad. DK was having his way against their zones. And when he ran away to the other side of the field, Jalen was like, come on, bro. Stay over here and play ball. All right, so he goes over and he catches a speed route on the other side against Kendrick for 6 yards. Jalen was ticked. Then later in the 3rd quarter, there they are lined up against each other right here. And Jalen's going to get him the full body on him. He's going to bump him right off the line right there. And he's going to keep bumping him until the point where there's a flag thrown for unnecessary roughness. But then, when the game was on the line, Rams up 23-20, 41 seconds to go in the game. 1st and 8 at the 8. DK Metcalf, Jalen Ramsey. And DK gets him inside from the outside leverage right here, and he runs this dig route. And Ramsey's right where he wants to be, on the upfield shoulder. And he goes over the top of him to try to get it out. He can't get there. DK's just too big. He tried to play him over the top. You watch it from the end zone. Same play. Geno Smith, perfect location right here. And you can see Jalen's playing it. He thinks he's going to get the hand right in there and get it out. DK got it from him. And now, those two are going to be going at it in Latrobe every day, back and forth. Ramsey and DK. That's going to be worth the price of admission, just watching practice.
So that does it for the highlights, and now this is the analysis. So that was Jalen Ramsey versus DK Metcalf. in the 1v1s throughout the years of their battles in Los Angeles versus the Seattle Seahawks, because those two teams are division rivals and they went against each other quite often. And to be honest with you, both players have gotten the best of each other many times. You see Jalen Ramsey in the first couple clips stopping DK Metcalf a lot, getting his path and disrupting all of his processes on his routes and the catches. But then in the second kind of clips, you see that DK Metcalf was able to get the game winner on Jalen Ramsey and was able to beat him a couple times off the line and things of that nature, using his strength and athleticism to go up and make the catch. So those two players are now Pittsburgh Steelers and will be battling all the time in Latrobe and doing these 1v1s. And we all know that Pittsburgh Steelers Mike Tomlin, head coach, is going to make sure these two go head to head. And we're going to get to witness this battle once again, and that trash talk once again. And it's going to be quite interesting from a fan perspective, going to Latrobe, seeing this happen on the field close up in action, but even through the screen. And through the screen, what I mean is I'll bring you all the highlights and analysis when this does happen in training camp. So make sure you stay tuned to this channel for all those highlights into camp. So this matchup was interesting. Jalen Ramsey hasn't lost a step, and he does play a little bit more off of the player. As we see in this video, he's not really the player who's going to play up and jam you as much anymore than he did when he was in Jacksonville. He's going to be playing a little bit off you and use his IQ and his closing speed that he still has and his makeup speed that he still has to make sure he gets to the defender before the ball gets there. So that's kind of what Jalen Ramsey wants to do. He doesn't want to go press you up at the line of scrimmage like Joey Porter Jr. does or that Darius still does. No, he wants to stay off of you a little bit and then read the play and then make the play. So Jalen Ramsey did that a couple times here, kind of jumping the pass, jumping in and swatting the ball away, or using his makeup speed and his hands and his wingspan to go up and reach back and tip the ball away. So we've seen Jalen Ramsey do that, but then we also seen him jam a little bit at the line of scrimmage, not that much, but jamming DK Metcalf is a little bit harder too, because he is physical, and you kind of know that you're not going to jam DK Metcalf every single play. So that's why you're playing a little bit farther back, especially on a guy like DK who's that physical, 6'5", weighing that much, and it's that physicality. So that's kind of what Jalen Ramsey saw, and that's what he did in these clips, and it worked for the most part in some of these matchups. But then on the other hand, in some of these matchups, you see DK Metcalf. DK Metcalf is a good player. He's just not going to let you win the battle easily. You may be winning the battle, but late towards the end of the game when it matters most, he's still going to go out there and make the play. And that's exactly what he did. He caught Jalen Ramsey off guard multiple times using his quickness and his speed that he does have as a big wide receiver to win off the line of scrimmage, and his cutting ability to make those quick slant routes. And then he's going to use his physicality that he has and his big frame to go up and make the catch. So DK Metcalf was able to show out and clinch the game multiple times against Jalen Ramsey, and then you see him flexing on the end for a reason. Because all that trash talk that Jalen was talking, and even if it was locked up for four quarters, DK Metcalf making the game-winning play is what matters, and that is what allows the trash talk at the very end of the day, the win. So just recapping these two, DK Metcalf got traded to the Pittsburgh Steelers for a reason, for a second-round pick, and was given out a 5-year, $30 million contract per year for those 5 years. There's a reason why he was given that, because he's a number one wide receiver in this league, because he uses his ability greatly, because he's able to not complain when stuff goes wrong, and he's able to stay focused and stay locked in the tough moments of the game, and you know he's dependable, he's reliable in those situations. That's why he was given that contract. That's why he was brought into the Pittsburgh Steelers as the number one wide receiver, and the Steelers felt comfortable to ship away George Pickens because of it. That's why. And Jalen Ramsey, he was brought into this team for a reason too, because of his IQ, because of his ability to read the play and still be a lockdown defender in this league and make multiple plays. So even at his age of turning 31 almost, he's still able to be a big contributing factor in this league, and that's why he was traded for as well. And the Pittsburgh Steelers felt comfortable giving up Minkah Fitzpatrick, someone who was the back end safety. But if you have good cornerbacks, maybe you don't have to rely on the back end safety as much. And that's why he was brought here. So these two have had many battles. They have battled it out in this video, going one-on-one. And to be honest with you, both players won many times against each other in this video. So it's going to be great to see this in Latrobe. And if you're not going to Latrobe, like I said, in training camp in Pittsburgh, when it comes time, you'll find this matchup here on this YouTube channel. So stay tuned to the channel. Comment down below your thoughts on this battle. Who do you believe won in this video between these two players in these battles that you saw? Let me know if it's DK Metcalf. Let me know if it's Jalen Ramsey down in the comments below, or a tie. And also, one last time, this video breakdown was done by Brian Baldwinger. Go ahead and follow him. His handle on X is BaldyNFL. And also, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Steelers Report. Turn notifications for everything Pittsburgh Steelers news, updates, highlights, analysis reports. Everything surrounding this football team, I've covered it, and I'll continue covering it as we get into training camp, and all the new players are going to be on the field, all the current players are going to be on the field, and we get a sneak preview into practice, 11 on 11s, 2-minute drill, red zone targets, everything will be covered. So stay tuned. This is the best spot to find all of that and nowhere else. So like, comment, and subscribe, turn notifications for the channel, and until next time, I'll see you guys all later. That's it for me. I'm out. Peace.